So another day, and I'm sure you guessed it, another controversy in fashion. It just seems like brands just can't get enough of it. So first of all, I'd like to say shout out to Alex Zavaios, who actually brought this to my attention early morning on Saturday. And so Prada has been accused of blackface. That is the accusation that Prada is under. And once again, as I always say with all these cases, intent matters. Really, like, that's what matters the most, in my opinion. Were they trying to be racist? No, I don't think so. Once again, it's like the H&M t-shirt that had monkeys on it. The problem is, it's just once again, I ask that same question. It's like the people in management. How can they see that and not think there's something wrong with that? And I think a lot of people are saying, "Oh, people are just trying to be offended for no reason." No, not really, because they could have made the robots or the monkeys, whatever they call it, any color. It could have been green with white lips. It could have been blue with yellow lips. Because they're robots. Why do they have to look like humans? But no, they chose to use the exact same colors as historically been used for blackface. Now, I know a lot of people don't really know what blackface is, so I'll explain what it is. Kind of like the Jim Crow era, which is when in America it was legal to segregate whites from blacks. So it was like whites can use as toilets, but blacks can't. Blacks have to sit at the back of the bus, or blacks can't ride the train, stuff like that. And kind of at that time, blackface was started, and the reason for blackface was just to dehumanize and make fun of black people. And it was just kind of like promoting some more bad stereotypes about black people. So comedians would wear blackface and put really big red lipstick on to make fun of the fact that black people have big lips. And then they would do all sorts of stupid stuff and in front of crowds, and then everyone would be laughing or basically be acting stupid and like barbarians and like people with low IQ. And this is just promoting bad stereotypes of black people. So blackface to me personally is off limits. It's like, I don't know why people just have to wear blackface. Like, why do people think it's their right? Like, you can do what you want, freedom of speech, freedom of expression, whatever, but like, as a decent human being, can we just leave all the remnants of like slavery behind? Like, I was not born when slavery was around, so why do I have to be reminded every single second? People always say, "Oh, drop it. Oh, black people, you're always complaining about things like slavery." But it's like, well, I wasn't even born when slavery was here, but you guys keep doing so many things that makes me want to remember that slavery happened. But yeah, it's just crazy that the management of Prada didn't pick up on the fact that this would be seen as offensive. So once again, it's just, you need to hire someone who knows anything about ethnic minorities, because they probably saw it. They probably don't even know what blackface is, to be honest. So, because at the end of the day, they're Italians. Yes, there was like slavery worldwide, but the main place it was, or the main places that we had slavery was like in the UK, in some parts of Europe, especially Spain and France, and then America, of course. So Italy, I think, is kind of out of touch with stuff like that, issues like that. For that reason, they saw this and they didn't really see what was wrong with it, so obviously they put it in stores. Now, obviously, people are saying the people who looked at this and saw black people are the real racists, and the people who looked at this and saw a robot are the normal people. But it's like, not really. It's so hard explaining racism to people who aren't black because they don't have to face it. But like, I'm not even being sensitive. Like, I never let racism offend me or whatever. But it's just like, when racism doesn't affect you, you don't see it. So like, you're gonna look at that and see a robot because you've never been called the N-word in your life. You're never gonna be reminded of slavery all the time. So you probably wouldn't even know too much about Jim Crow, because I think black people are more in tune and in touch with that sort of history. So, man, just stop it. It's wrong. What Prada did was wrong. The intent wasn't there though. So in my opinion, it wasn't racist. For me, for something to be racist to me, it's all about intent. And I think it was innocent. It was just a rookie mistake from Prada, literally. It's just, the management just did not know that blackface caricatures looked exactly the same. So, man, terrible. Another thing I disagree with is a lot of people saying Prada is cancelled. Like, can we just stop? Can we just stop this? Like, the only brand that should have been cancelled is D&G. And once again, I come back to this whole intent thing. If the intent is one of like being prejudiced, then that brand should be cancelled, aka D&G. Whereas Prada, literally, immediately they said it, they took it away from the stores, they apologized, like they did everything they needed to do. Maybe because they wanted to, or maybe because they've seen what happened to D&G. But to be honest, I don't think that whole controversy will really affect D&G like that. Like, I feel like in 2 years they're going to be back up and running, which is sad. And another person also commented on, well, not even another person, loads of people commented on the D&G video, and they were saying basically, oh, you're black, and you're commenting on the Chinese issue. It's not like Chinese people come to the defense of black people when there are issues against black people. So this would actually be the best time to address it. And yes, it's kind of true, like with this controversy, for example, I don't expect to see any like non-black fashion commentator talking about it, to be honest. But once again, two wrongs don't make a right. Just because other races or other ethnicities talk about issues that affect their ethnicity or their culture, and no one else, I think that's just normal. I'm just more of a, I don't know, a passionate person where I just have to call out everything I see because it's like, no, this is wrong. So yeah, two wrongs don't make a right. Just because like people are saying, oh, Chinese people won't come to your defense when things happen to black people, so why are you doing? That does not make any sense to me, man. If I see something wrong in the fashion industry, I mean, I work in the fashion industry. I've interned for Stella McCartney, and when I was working at Stella McCartney, you had people telling me racism doesn't exist, racism's a myth, racism's in the past. So it's like there's still a lot I have to do on all fronts to like, because people genuinely think racism doesn't exist, and it's crazy. It blows my mind. So yeah. What I will say though, before I end this video, is I'm gonna stop making all these controversy videos because I just feel like this channel's getting a bit too negative, it's getting a bit too political. This channel was not supposed to be a political channel, it's supposed to be a fashion channel. And I want to talk about designers, at least for the rest of the year. So until 2019. So if anything else controversial happens, I won't be commenting about it for the next few videos because I want to focus on the content I want to make. Also, a lot of people are asking me to make this video like, oh, what are your thoughts on the product control? So that's the only reason I was like, oh, okay, let me just make it. When I first saw it, I actually did not want to make a video about it, but you know, thought I'd just address it in the end since so many people wanted to see it. On that note, I'm about to end this video. Subscribe to my channel. I make fashion content. I try to post every week, and I have been for the past Lord knows how many months. So we're gonna keep the grind coming. But yeah, subscribe to my channel, like this video, follow me on Instagram @fashionroadman, and stay tuned for more content.